Imagine if a Hollywood icon like Will Smith had donned the iconic cape of Superman. It's a tantalizing thought that stirs emotions, especially when you consider the significant cultural impact it could have had. Yet Will Smith ultimately chose to decline this incredible opportunity, leaving fans to wonder about the implications of that decision. But here's the intriguing question. Why did he walk away from a chance to redefine a legendary superhero? After years filled with a dark and serious tone, thanks to the Snyderverse, the release of James Gunn's Superman has successfully breathed life back into DC films, showcasing a more joyful take on the character. Although it may not be able to eclipse Richard Donner's groundbreaking 1978 version, Gunn's film stands as the seventh live-action portrayal of Superman, offering a fresh and original interpretation for audiences. A far cry from 2006's Superman Returns, which tried to honor the legacy of Donner's previous works while serving as a direct sequel to Superman 2. While Superman Returns managed to gather a decent $391 million at the worldwide box office, its exorbitant production cost of $232 million meant that it essentially did not turn a profit for Warner Brothers. Consequently, the momentum for a sequel evaporated, especially after several key players detached themselves from the project. This loss of direction led to Zack Snyder's reimagining of the superhero in Man of Steel in 2013, a move that drew some criticism from Donner himself. In the wake of his own cinematic journey, Will Smith conversely found himself navigating through some controversial career decisions, often passing up roles in films that later exploded in popularity. Who could forget how he turned down the lead part of Neo in The Matrix? Or, more shockingly, how he initially hesitated on Christopher Nolan's mind-bending Inception due to his struggles to grasp the script's complexities. He even almost rejected the iconic role in Men in Black until the legendary Steven Spielberg intervened. But when it came to Superman, the decision wasn't as straightforward. In an interview with MTV News back in 2008, Smith candidly expressed his reasons for declining the Superman role. The last Superman, I got offered, the script came, and I was like, there is no way I'm playing Superman. Because I had already done Jim West from Wild Wild West, and you can't be messing up white people's heroes in Hollywood. You mess up white people's heroes in Hollywood, you'll never work in this town again. This commentary reflects some of the challenges Smith perceived in portraying such an iconic character, particularly following his less-than-stellar experience with Wild Wild West in 1999. Despite the film's multiple shortcomings, such as the apparent lack of chemistry between Smith and Kevin Kline, Smith hinted that perceptions surrounding race played a role in his apprehension. Throughout the movie's production, tensions arose, including a documented threat of violence against Smith, as the original series star reacted negatively to his potential casting. Yet, many would argue that the film's failure can be attributed to a broader range of factors, including poor storytelling and execution. Now envision how Will Smith stepping into the shoes of Superman could have altered the landscape of superhero films. As the first black Superman, he could have made an indelible mark on Hollywood history, likely attracting a larger audience compared to Brandon Routh's portrayal. This shift could perhaps have led to a more successful box office outcome, drastically changing the narrative of the Superman legacy, opening doors for diverse representation long before it became a current topic of discussion in the industry. Previously, plans were put in motion for 2 black Superman projects, including a film produced by J.J. Abrams and penned by Ta-Nehisi Coates, alongside an HBO Max series featuring Michael B. Jordan. Henry Cavill, who portrayed Superman in previous films, even endorsed these new directions, advocating for the notion that the hero's significance transcends mere physical appearances. However, with James Gunn now steering the DC franchise into uncharted waters, the likelihood of these projects coming to fruition seems less certain. Ultimately, had Will Smith answered the call to become Superman, he might have transformed Superman Returns from a solid yet largely forgotten installment into a defining film that resonated deeply with audiences. It's fascinating to ponder what impact one decision could hold, and whether any of you agree with Smith's choice to decline. Could it have been a missed opportunity or a wise decision in light of the eventual trajectory of the film? Join the conversation below.